Good afternoon and welcome to our Leadership Assembly. I'd like to offer a special warm welcome to Acting Principal Mr. Rafter. My name is Melissa, and as a member of one of the school captains for 2022, I will be hosting the Assembly today. To assist me in the Assembly, I will have my fellow school captains, Megan Fogarty, Lucas Mason and Janika Rafter. Today's Assembly is a time of celebration. It is a time when we come together as a community to recognise the achievements of our fellow students and the leadership positions that they accepted in this college. I would now like to introduce our college principal, Mr. Rafter.
Thank you, Marissa. Needless to say, it's a great pleasure for me to speak to you all today. Even though it is a smaller group of you, I think we've got the key group here in front of us to acknowledge today. I'd like to move first to our acknowledgement of country. Our assembly today, as you know, has been held on the lands of the Wurundjeri people, and we acknowledge them as the traditional owners. We also pay our respects to their elders, past, present and emerging, and to elders of other First Nations communities who may be here today. The key word for today is welcome. And it's an unfortunate impact of COVID, and I'm sorry, it is becoming a bit of a cliche, isn't it? We're into our third year. But we can't afford our incoming Year 7 cohort the traditional welcome that I understand is such a big part of the start of the year for the Mullauna College community. And I hope we can offer them something in the future once the restrictions have eased again. We're getting used to adapting, and I think that's okay. We've demonstrated that. Let me congratulate you all here today on meeting the many challenges already of 2020 and 21. To be here today and to be here reflecting the name of the college, Mullauna, to be here together, so that connection, that community that you are, and those things that we missed during the lockdowns are reinforced, and aren't we lucky to be here today? So welcome again, everyone. Our focus today is our Year 12 cohort and leadership. And in a moment, we'll be distributing badges. Badges are symbols. The badge alone is just a symbol. The important stuff, the action, the bearing, the manner that comes from behind that badge, from the person who is wearing the badge, that's the critical part that we'll be looking for, and that will be my message to you today. There'll be a lot of opportunities for you to come. You know that. It's a big year. See it as an opportunity, because you know embedded in those opportunities will be challenges. That's normal. That's usual. That's why it's such a big rite of passage to complete the VCE, to complete that final year of school. We certainly have expectations of you for all of those badge bearers, be that a leadership badge, or simply, I shouldn't say simply, a Year 12 badge. As I said last Monday morning, Year 12 brings with it a leadership expectation as well. So firstly, Year 12s, welcome to your final year in our community. Reflect on that for a moment. It's a time of great significance. Consider what it represents. You've already been in the classrooms, you've already had a head start last year, you know you've got a really good sense of what's coming up here. But embrace it, because the year, despite those challenges, will go incredibly quickly. It'll be all too soon that you're looking back on it and wondering where it went. We're gathered now to reflect on that and to reinforce the importance of this year. And I'll link back to our acknowledgement of country. You are elders, or at least emerging elders, in this community. We want you to step up and to embrace that. You have a role, a critical role to play around this school, so take on the challenge. Year 12, I want to make that message really clear to you again as I did on Monday. You are at the business end of our core business. At the end of the day, that's where I'm focused on. That's what the whole teaching and support team is focused on. Your successful completion to get you out of this community and into the next wider one with all the things that you need, all the things that you wanted from this place, ready to go. That's our mission. That's what we're here for. To the leaders, welcome to your roles. It is such a diverse range of leadership options that you have. It says a lot about this community, about the depth of this community, about the richness of this community. Embrace the opportunity of your leadership role to make a difference. Make a difference for others. Sometimes it can simply be kindness shown to another, support to another. But in your leadership role, you know you'll have a portfolio. There'll be critical work there for you to do. And you're doing that for others, but also it's an opportunity to do something for yourself. Don't forget that along the way. It's not selfish for you to gain something as well from that. But have that focus. And so I look forward to presenting those badges in a moment and joining you in that work over the time to come. So why are we here? We're here to celebrate. We're here to acknowledge you. We're here to prepare you or start that preparation. We're here to encourage you to do your best. That's all we can ask for. Do your best. Have a go. It's up to you. Work your hardest. As I say, remember, you're not alone. You're not alone in this. Never feel like you're alone in it. Because that's our commitment to you. That's what Mullauna College's vision is for you. Take a moment to read it and understand it. Responsible people. What does that mean? People who value and respect learning, who are open to learning. It means improving yourself, accepting things and having an open mind frame. Valuing those things, valuing excellence. Not the traditional Australian tall poppy thing. Valuing people who do well, accepting and celebrating, joining someone else, enjoying someone else's celebration, someone else's success. Contributing to your community in your way. Learning is not just academic. It's what we do, it's those connections, it's the community, it's how we interact, it's how we relate to each other that's so critical. That's why we can't just learn online like we did during the lockdowns. We need that interaction together. We need that connection with other people. We're social beings. We're tightly connected, and it only works when everyone puts in and everyone understands the systems and structures that are in place and works together. You know what happens when people go against the grain in a bad way. You know what the outcomes can be. So the previous slide was our commitment. A little bit about your commitment. What do you bring? What do you bring to it? You're in a very good place. This is a special place. I worked not far away from here in what I thought was a special place and didn't know much about this place. It hasn't taken me many days to realise that there's an awful lot special about this place. So be aware of the privilege that you have to be in. Do your best, but remember, let the place help you. Take from it what you need and come back to that. Find your motivation. What is it that's going to push you to do better? Find your motivating factor and help others around you to find theirs if you can see that they haven't got it yet. With that motivation, we've got guides for you. There are those 3 words at the back of this space. The 3 school values. Curiosity, be open to learning. Sometimes that just means listening to others, particularly for leaders. Think about that. Leading doesn't always mean being the loudest in the room. It doesn't always mean getting your way and everyone's got to follow you. Sometimes a leader's got to know when to step back and just listen to make sure that all the voices are being heard. So be curious, find out what others are thinking. Have the courage to step up. It's often the hardest thing, particularly when you feel like you're going against your whole peer group. But you know that stepping against that peer group is the right thing to do. That's when it takes courage. Sometimes that courage may be stepping in and doing something yourself. Sometimes that courage may simply be taking it to somebody else who can do that. Don't walk away from those moments, because that's what that other person is crying out for. That's what they need, and that's your chance to make a difference. And community, be part of something. Be part of something now. There are other opportunities, and when you leave this place, make sure that you connect with that next step. The sort of things that are going to influence you, I'm not sure if you can read that from where you're sitting. This actually came out quite near the start of the pandemic in 2020. Coronavirus, climate change. If you're not into newspaper reading, please at least look at the cartoons. They're incisive and you'll learn a lot from them, and they'll prepare you well for your English. The cartoonist is clearly saying there was no doubt around the world we had to do something about coronavirus. It came, it was on our doorstep in no time, and we acted. On the right-hand side is climate change. Just like the medical experts were talking about the coronavirus and what we needed to do, the climate experts are screaming for what we need to do, but the message is very different. Different things, different messages influence us in different ways. You've got to decide which message you're going to listen to and which message you're going to respond to. You'll always be faced with those challenges because there are different contexts, there are different perspectives, and you've always got choices. But what you need to understand is with that choice comes a consequence. With that action comes a consequence. And that's what you need to consider very, very carefully. It's how you look at things and then how you follow up. Context and perspectives. I talked about the same things to staff last Friday. Other things that you're thinking about. COVID 3.0, here we are. Let's hope it's a better year. I hope you're doing your rapid antigen tests at home, keeping yourself safe, keeping your friends safe, as safe as we can. The environmental climate is buzzing. We've got thoughts about that. I'm glad to see environmental leaders and wondering what it is that you're thinking. But people in the world who are doing it far harder than we are. When you're sitting at home in the evening doing your homework and it's hard, what are the kids in Afghanistan thinking? In Tonga, in the Ukraine? So what's perspective? Education, grasp it, embrace it. Get informed. Information. Get informed. Just be aware of where you're getting your information from. Elections are coming up. Some of you may be turning 18 or 18 already. Are you thinking about that? Have you enrolled to vote? Have you prepared to step into adult society and take on that responsibility? Equality and equity are huge issues in our society. You are privileged to be here at Mullauna College. Others are not so privileged. Embrace that. And then if you think you're doing it tough, look at those three names at the bottom. All three people have pushed through disadvantage and have embraced their ability. They've embraced their ability. They haven't been held back by a disability. They've embraced an ability, and in doing so, they've made a difference for other people, not just for themselves. You will always find moments like that, people who will scream out for you. There are so many opportunities. It's very broad and sometimes it can be mind-blowing. What do I do? Well, find the thing that you can do. Make the change that you can make. It may be a small thing. It's up to you. You have a right to an opinion, absolutely. That's a right. But with it comes the responsibility of being informed. Think about that. Your education is a privilege. I think I've hammered that one for you. And consider others, always. Because that's where you're going from. That's where you're going from. That's what we're on about. We want you to be good citizens. We want you to keep a balance over this year. You need to. We want you to prioritise that in the balance. What comes first? What's most important? And always consider, what will you contribute? What mark will you leave? Whose life will you improve? Hopefully not just your own. That's my challenge to you. The mark you will leave, the other life that you will improve. So to finish off, don't be selfish. Take from Mullauna what you can and what you need. That's what we're here for. Give to Mullauna what you can and what it needs. If you think there's a need for change, then speak up. You're all leaders. Make a commitment to yourself and to others. Do your best. Don't leave our community with regrets. Don't leave it with regrets. Enjoy the year. Embrace it. And enjoy gaining success through learning together.